Examples of what exactly we mean by mobile supercomputing. One of the most exciting and challenging technologies that we've been working at Google for many years is speech recognition. 2 years ago, we launched the first version of our voice search application, which I bet many of you here in the room use every day to search the web. It's really fast, it's really easy. And in fact, voice search has become an incredibly popular application. Just to give you an idea, out of every 4 searches that we receive from Android devices in the USA, 1 comes from voice. It's 25%, which is pretty amazing. So what I wanted to do today is actually show you how we're taking the voice UI to an entirely new level through cloud computing innovation. Let me ask you a question. Have you found yourself, say, rushing at an airport? You've got one bag in one hand, you've got a jacket, or maybe a baby on the other hand, and you need to send a quick text message, but it's just too hard. Wouldn't it be great if you could do it with just one single click? Let me show you how you're going to be sending your text messages very soon. Outside Terminal 5 in 10 minutes. So this is going to process on the cloud for a couple of seconds, and then it's going to come back. So let's see, perfect recognition. Just nailed it. And
by the way, the important thing is the computer was in the back room somewhere, right?
The computer was in the back room somewhere.
The computer was somewhere, not this back room. The computer there was in the data centers. You sent it all the way somewhere. It did all that work, all the thousands of computers, and it came back in, boom.
That's exactly right. So all I have to do here, of course, is just press send, and I'm done. What you saw is called a voice action, and there's a bunch of them in the new Android voice search application. Let me show you another one. Call Grand Hyatt Hotel in Berlin. Oh, let's try that again. Actually, it's right there. And of course, I don't have a SIM card here, so we didn't place the call. But it's incredibly fast. And this was a real live local search. The number is not stored in my address book or anything. It literally took half a second to find it and call it. Let me show you another one. So a friend of mine told me about his museum here in Berlin. He said there's all this cool Egyptian art there. So I want to drive there, but the name is very long, it's complicated, I forgot it. I can't remember what the name of the museum was. Well, maybe I could do something like this. Navigate to the museum with Egyptian stuff. And let's see what I get back here. So recognize what I said. So this is going to launch Google Navigation, which will figure out where I want to go. And in fact, it's right there. It's the Pergamon Museum. So I can just click on it to get directions up. Let's think about what happened here. So first of all, my phone is with me and it knows that I'm in Berlin, so it knows to search here. Secondly, there are thousands of pages on the web about the Pergamon Museum, which obviously talk about the Egyptian art that's in this museum. So all that Google has to do here is relate and connect all these pieces of information together and come up with a magical answer like what you just saw. This is Just Dance. So this is going to launch your favorite music application. In my case, it's Spotify, and it's going to play the song. I'll stop that. So those are voice actions. They're available today in US English, and they're coming pretty soon in many other languages. I hope you enjoy that. Let's talk about another cloud computing application. This is one of my favorite demonstrations. It's called Google Translate, which Eric also mentioned earlier. So the Google Translate app that's available today from Google Apps in the Android market allows you to type or even speak a phrase in one language and then have it immediately translated and even spoken back to you in one of 50 other languages. So that's pretty cool, and you can try it out. But what I want to do today is I actually want to show you a preview of a feature that we've been working on for a little while. It won't be out for a few months. It's called Conversation Mode in Google Translate. And for that, I'm going to invite my colleague Kai Oberbeck on stage to help me out. Please, I know, yes. So, Kai, I'm a tourist, and you're a salesman at a local shoe store here in Berlin. So we're going to start conversation mode here, and you'll notice that I have a button in English, and you have a button in German. So our conversation would probably go something like this. Do you have these shoes in size 41?
Sie haben die Schuhe in Größe 41.
Welche Farbe?
Which cable?
Welche Farbe?
Okay.
Which cable?
Welche Farbe?
What color?
Black or brown would be fine.
Schwarz oder braun wäre schön.
Wir haben schwarz und braun.
We have black and brown.
Can you give me a discount if I take both?
Können Sie mir einen Rabatt, wenn ich beide nehmen?
20%?
20%.
So,
That's a deal. That's a deal.
feeling done. Here we are in Florence, Firenze. I'm going to zoom in a few times and move around. Now, to activate the Street View feature, I can click on a business, so I can just hold in place anywhere on the map. Which is exactly what I'm going to do here. I'm going to try a slightly different place. So here we are. So I can click on this little guy here, we call him Pegman, and it will just launch the UI for me. So what you see here is a beautiful, three-dimensional panorama on Street View, and there's a little guy here which we just launched. And if I drag Pegman around, you'll see this little circle. We call it the pancake, and the pancake actually knows the three-dimensional structure of the scene pretty well. So you can see that it understands that there are buildings and facades, and I can just drag it where I want to go, just like I do on the desktop. And it'll just take me there. Pretty cool, right? So it looks like there's something interesting here down the street, so let's keep going a little bit. Just try this again. Sorry about that. So let's take an even bigger leap here. So I just keep going down the street, and there's a beautiful building down there, which I would love to take a closer look. Now here, I just want to show off these again. Look how amazingly well is the understanding of the 3D scene here that we have with Street View. So I can actually get very close to that building down there. That's the Santa Croce Cathedral here in Firenze, or over in Firenze. Again, I can zoom in it more closely, so if I want to take a look at the very specific details of the facade, I can see them in high resolution. This is beautiful, almost as if I were right there. So these are the demos that I wanted to share with you. I hope you try them all and enjoy them.
Thank you, Hugo.